the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A former star in nearby Georgia. This is Sony Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Three, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey, South. 54.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
51, jump! 52,
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Jim! Hey, check!
They'll run here with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Let's get it. Check. Long day. That's going to be a long.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
4th down. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Simon. And the Patriots get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That'll be a New England 1st down and gain of 12. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31.
Check me, hey.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry. Regular. Switch gears. 5. Hey, ball 66.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 25 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Watch the back. Check three. No. Me. Hey, Alabama.
First down, here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan escaping the pressure right. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Joker.
22 jet bomber.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 32 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, Alabama. Go, Bandit!
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady gives this to White. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's White, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Bravo! 72.
On 1st down, Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shadow! Hey, Delta!
To throw again. Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Colt 66. Hey, Seam 6. Seam 6.
45. Mike, 45.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
45 is the Mike. 45 is the Mike.
Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Wait, that's 29.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. That throw by Brady incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Brady on third down. He hits White, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, he scored on the ground and through the air. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll run on first down. It's White. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up. Shoot. Shoot.
On second and 11 now. Brady. It's caught. This is White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning past him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Earlier, they had 2 other 4th down conversion attempts that did not go their way. This time, it does go their way.
And this reminds me of a conversation I had with him in the offseason. There wasn't even a game to be played. But what he told me, I have enough confidence in my team and my play calling ability that I think I can always pick it up. Thus, they continue to go for it.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Hey, 66.
Mike spot 9.
Throwing again. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Brady. He's got White here. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Brady, and able to find Dorsett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 29 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's trash.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Protein spill.
Alert 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it
Get out. White. He's got it.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ryan now to throw on third down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
That's another
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. The flag, watch the flag.
To throw again. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Again, Ryan. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Shoot, watch the shoot.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he spins through. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for his running. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This drive's taking more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on second down. Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Ryan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
132 fighter. Wait till he hit.
He's coming. We got double up.
72.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Complete to Dorsett. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah. Like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta.
Keep playing. Ready? 25, 11.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Got it.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
From the shotgun, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Tannehill, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Derrick Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away.